Hi guys, this is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is actually recast of one of the workshop that I taught at Stampaway in the early August. So every class I taught, I always create a video link. So because I know during the class, sometimes you get overwhelming and then you forgot everything. So for my workshop, I usually will provide a link and share with everybody who sign up my class, and then they can watch the replay just in case if you miss something. So after we come back home, and I've realized the video recording, the quality was not very clear, and then we did our Alaska cruise, and then things just pile up, and then finally got a time. And then so today's video actually is I recreate I'm going to show you guys how to create the three cards, the cards that we created during the workshop. So for this magic mushroom class, everybody who signed up the class, they did get a free set of a magic mushroom, and then they come with 10 mushroom, but this one's supposed to blue, so I don't know where did my blue go. So 10 different colors. They don't have a color, and they just have a color like the sponge color, but you actually have to apply the impact. Some people say, oh, they already have a color. No, they are just the color help you to stay in the same color family. They also come with 10 individual containers, so make sure that you I will show you step by step how to taking care of tool, how to prepare your tool to use. So those magic mushroom, they are the best blending tool on the market, but you got to learn how to use it. I know there's a similar product on the market, but they are totally different. I have created over 500 YouTube videos to share with my customer how to use the Local Kings product. So that's start today's workshop, and I hope you like it. If you like it, just leave me a comment, let me know. So for all my viewers, here is a 20% discount coupon code. If it's just anything you like to purchase, please use the Stampaway 2024. It's going to be available for 1 week, and this coupon code is only good for the regular item. It's not good for our coming online workshop in the October 19th. Okay, so the teaching part is actually my favorite things to do. I don't really like the marketing, or I like the designing. Also, I like to teach. I like to share with all the awesome idea and the techniques with all my viewers. So when you sign up my class, the material are all prepared. So and it's a hands-on workshop. You really have to work on it. So I am going to share with you guys. So this is my magic mushroom, and then I really use them. Any tool you got to use them. They are not just looks pretty and sitting in front of you. Even though those little magic mushroom like this, I usually put one new set in front of my table, and they just like a little audience, and just keep me company. Okay, so this workshop is not really complicated. It's actually quite for the beginners workshop, and but you will be amazed after the workshop. You will create 3 beautiful cards and use this technique to try on your own project. So here are the magic mushroom. You can see I really use them, and you can see this pink one, how come is smaller than the other one. So the magic mushroom, the blending tool, you got to use the water to prepare your foam. When the foam is dry, they don't blend in at all. So you got to make sure your foam is really absorb the water. So kind of just dip in the water a few times and then squeeze a few times. Make sure this magic mushroom is really absorb the ink and the pop out. And then I always prepare a dry cloth, kind of just dry, like absorb the extra water. So I'm gonna just put here, okay. And during this video, I'm going to share with you guys how to taking care of your magic mushroom if one of the magic mushroom get dirty. So maybe this video is slightly different with the compared with the class I taught in August, but the idea is the same. So I am actually going to stamp these fish in the bag first because it's going to take a little bit time to dry. So I'm using this fish group stamp. This is actually the stamp set that I designed for Caribbean cruise in the February. Every time when I run a stamping cruise, I will design something for that cruise. So, but I know a lot of you guys cannot join us on the cruise, so the workshop always the following, which is we have a workshop coming in October 19. I will talk about the workshop just a little bit after we start our demo. So I'm going to just, by the way, this is a Cougar White, just regular cardstock. I'm going to just give a nice firm press. And that's my background. Because this one is going to take a little bit time to dry, that's why I stamp first. And then we're going to come back to work on it later. Okay, so that's going to just put away. We're going to start with this card first. Okay, so this card is also the Cougar White 100 pounds cardstock. I like to use a good quality cardstock for my main card. For the layering, you can use a 65-pound cards that will work just fine. And then we are going to use. Okay, and then we're going to use a Nouveau Clear. If you don't have a Nouveau, you can use a Crystal Lock, a Diamond Glaze, even like a Versamark impact or re-inker will do just fine. We are going to actually masking few of like a little bit of my mountain. So I am going to just grab a piece of like scrap paper, and I'm going to just put a little bit like rice. No, like just like a black eye bean, just a little bit, don't need a lot. And I use this eyeshadow applicator. Don't try to use a brush. If you do use a brush, you got to make sure clean your brush after you apply. Otherwise, you are going to ruin your brush. Okay, so I'm going to just apply one side of this mountain. Okay, so I don't know, can you see? You probably it's hard to see. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit Nouveau Clear, just kind of brush a little bit this mountain and a little bit this one. Okay, just apply, just kind of brush one direction. You don't need a lot, but you got to have enough. And then I am going to do a little bit on my this splash. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? Just a little bit on the splash here. And a little bit on this mountain. Okay, so I have a little bit on this side, not the whole mountain, a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, a little bit on this side, a little bit on the splash. If you want to, we can add a little bit stroke here. Okay, so they dry actually pretty soon, so pretty fast, but just in case we want to make sure it's completely dry, so I am going to just wait for a few seconds, maybe 30 seconds, you should be dry. Okay, so you got to make sure those Nouveau Clear is completely dry before you move on to the next. Otherwise, you are going to ruining your artwork. So when I'm still waiting for this one to dry, that's working on this one. This is so easy. So I already stamped with my background stamp that fish group, and then in the middle with the Versafine Clara. And then I am going to just have a 2 or 3 blue ink pack. So I have at least Bahama blue, purple, let's find the one ultramarine. So those are the 3 colors. This the number 20. Actually, I create this color by using the re-inker. So that way, because I love Memento Impact, but unfortunately, Memento Impact only have 36 color, so I like to have a more color if it is possible. So I'm going to use one of my magic mushroom, and then first of all, that's testing, see is my mushroom clean or not. So it's a light blue, so that's okay, but later I'm going to show you how you can clean your magic mushroom in case if you want to go back to use a lighter color. So I use a dye base impact. You can use the pigment, but just be careful after you use the pigment impact. You really have to clean your magic mushroom, otherwise the pigment stuck on your magic mushroom. You will harden your magic mushroom, and then you will shorten the mushroom's life. So just be careful. And then I will not suggest to use the oxidized impact, because the oxidized impact, when your mushroom is a little bit moisture, is wet, so they usually oxidize, change the color, so you won't get what the color you're looking for. Okay, so we start with this Bahama blue, and I'm going to always start from my scrap paper. I don't start on top of my card. I always start on my paper, and then just do one direction, kind of brushing one way. There you go. And then be careful of the fingerprint, and I'm going to do another way. One direction only. Sometimes if you want to have a little bit narrow stroke, you can use the side, and brush a little bit. So we try to, this is a blending tool, and you got to try as hard as you can to hide your stroke. Otherwise, they won't look nice, because we don't want to have like a stroke mark on your stamp. So, and then I'm going to use the second color. That will be the light purple. Oh, you know what? Just forget about purple. We're going to jump to the ultramarine right away. So I'm going to use the same magic mushroom, and I'm going to start. Remember, start from your scrap paper. 1, 2. Be careful of the fingerprint. 3. And then trick is the one direction. Very, very important, one direction. And then start from like a little bit harder and gently lifting out, so that way you can see the color is gradually change. And like I say, if you want to have a little bit narrower stroke, you use the side. Voila! That's what look like. And then I'm going to just put my magic mushroom back to that holding base. It's very important you put your magic mushroom back to the holding base, because you don't want all the mushroom is running on your table, and sometimes if they touch each other, they do contaminate each other. So that's my beautiful background, and for my killer whale. So I'm going to just have a 1 or 2 killer whale here, and I'm going to find some foam tape. Okay, have my foam tape here, and for the killer whale, I am going to just get a little bit beige color, like a desert sand is my favorite color. So I'm going to just pick up a little bit color, and I'm going to just kind of give it a little bit shading, because killer whale is a black and white, right? So I'm kind of just give it a little bit shading here. Okay, don't leave them completely white, and then just a little bit shading here. And the 3. Okay, so that's my killer whale here. And then at my class, I always prepare this sentiment too. So that's the first card that we create at during a class. How do you think? You can do like a larger size, a smaller size, and play around. So before you mount your killer whale, the background have to be completely dry. If it's a little bit wet, you won't be able to stick on top. Okay, keep your working station clean. Let's move on to the second one. The second one is very, very easy. Now, first of all, I make sure that my Nouveau Clear is dry, and then what I'm going to do is that I'm just grab a piece of, you can use a piece of acetate or anything, just kind of oh, I think I have to put the whale. Did I put the whale? Oh, I'm missing my whale. The whale tail is actually white too. I mean the masking too. So let's just put a little bit here. Okay, use the same applicator and then just do a very, very thin layer. You don't need to do a very thick layer. They dry actually pretty fast, unless if you want to really like a 3D tail, you can do that. So you probably know we just come back from our Alaska stamping cruise. This time the weather was so good and we saw a lot of humpback whale. So it's really a lifetime experience. Okay, so wait until that whale is completely dry and I put one piece acetate and I'm going to just tape it. I'm going to do just masking it, right? So make sure the tail is dry. And then I have this sunset color here. Just yellow, orange, and the red. So we're going to start with the yellow color. And first of all, that's testing. See if my yellow magic mushroom is clean or not. Okay, my yellow magic mushroom is clean. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how you can clean your magic mushroom. So we start with the yellow, and it's very, very important when you apply. We want to have a very calm sky, one direction. So you kind of just drag the color across the paper. The flat part of this magic mushroom. If you want to add more color, right to the left, left to the right. Okay, when you apply, don't go like this. This way you're going to have a stroke. We are trying very hard to hide the stroke. Again, brush all the way. Leave a little bit white space between. Okay. Like I say, if you want to have some narrow stroke, use the side of the magic mushroom. Just slowly do this. Okie dokie. And then next, I am not going to change my magic mushroom, but I will show you how to clean it. I'm going to pick a little bit orange, and I'm going to just use the side. Okay, so I'm going to find that gap, and then just apply a little bit orange. Okay, and then when you holding your magic mushroom, always use your fingers support that spongy head. We don't want to, wiggly the head like that. You will behave your magic mushroom. That's very pretty. And then I am going to use the red color. I want just a little bit, so I use the side. Okay, or you can use your red magic mushroom, but I'm going to show you how you can clean. Okay, so let's do that. You got to slowly build out your background. Okay, like this. Look how beautiful this sunset already. And then because that nouveau, and then or mountain is a mask, right? So you can use your wet cloth, kind of remove the color which is setting on the your mountain. Okay, and then now we are going to remove or tape. We are going to mask the top and we're working on the water. See how easy it is? It's just like that. So put in the middle, mount here. Okay, let's do that. I think that's better. Okay, so now we are going to working on our water again, right? So I have, let me make sure I masking exactly on the borderline. Okay, so now we are going to working on the blue, but before we do that, I want to have my light blue back because I was using this blue create this well background. So I used the same blue magic mushroom for the light blue and darker blue. So how to clean your magic mushroom is very easy. What you're gonna do is just have some water, and then you're going to just dip the sponge part inside the clean water and just squeeze few times until the water come out completely clean. And then you are going to use a wet dry cloth to kind of absorb the extra ink. And then see, my mushroom was like this color, now it's clean. Okay, so let's use this dry. Okay, so I think some of you guys probably are interested in my ceramic. So this is one of my ceramic. I'm still learning, so this is one of my ceramic I made. I really enjoy it. Probably from the camera you can see it's very dark, but actually it's a beautiful turquoise color. Okay, there you go. So this is my ceramic. Once when I'm done, I'm going to have a more video to share with you my ceramic work. Okay, so now we're gonna working on the water. So same thing, we're gonna have a light blue. Okay, it is a good idea. Sometimes you just leave a little bit white strip. So let's do one from the right to the left, left to the right. When you push a little bit hard, it's darker color. When you release a little bit, it's a lighter color. Go all the way. Okay, and then don't start in the middle of your card. If I started here, it's going to have a starting line. We try to hide it. We want to hide and make our water very calm. And then, like I say, if you want to have a little bit narrow stroke, use the side. Okay, always start from your scrap paper. Don't bother to clean your table yet because we can actually use this ink and the blending directly on top. Just watch your finger, don't get any fingerprint on your artwork. So the trick is always start from your scrap paper and try to keep horizontal as much as you can. Okay, you can start from the right to the left to the right. Just don't start from the middle. If you don't believe me, you can give a try, and then you're going to find out, oh, why I have a circle in the middle of my artwork. Okay, so now I'm going to put my magic mushroom back. Okay, pick up the card. Let's clean this one first. Okay, and remove my card. So this is the second card that we created during our workshop. So next one we are in the for this mountain view and the killer whale is the stamp from this Caribbean stamp set. And then when you purchase this set, it's going to have a digital image. Some of the stamp image is a digital file. If you have a digital die-cut machine, they have a PNG file, so you can download it and upload it to your digital die-cut machine. So that way you can, for example, the killer whale, you can cut the use the machine to cut as digital. Because I am semi-retired, so all the new design they won't have the die cut anymore. So the next one is going to be this card. Is so easy, and then for the card you get everything you need. Even you get the two googly eyes here. I will show you how to create these 3D googly eyes. So this is if you like coloring, you can just use your Copic marker, anything you like. You can do the detail coloring, but I sometimes like a fast result, so I don't like sometimes I like to spend a lot of time working on the coloring, sometimes I don't, but this is a blending workshop. Just want to show you how fast and easy you can do that. So I'm going to just use my magic mushroom and just slowly bringing a little bit pink. So this time I'm drawing a little circle. Blending mushroom, you want to get as smooth as you can. It's blending, right? We don't want to see one circle on top of your car. And then we are going to use a little bit yellow for the center. Just for the center, or you can use a marker. What I do usually, I usually just use on my magic mushroom, give a basic color, and then I use the markers, like alcohol markers, and give a little bit touch out to the detail. So I have a, and then when you draw a little circle, when you push hard, it's a darker color. When you release a little bit pressure, it's a lighter color. So that's why on my water lily, there's some darker red, there's a lighter color. And then I'm going to use the same blue color. Okay, I didn't bother to clean it. And then I'm going to just blending, drawing a little circle. Okay, very gentle, and always support your sponge. You don't want to wiggly the head. Okay, and then a little bit purple here. Look how pretty it is. Okay, like this. And then we are going to do a little bit green. So I'm going to just clean my table, and let's find some green. So the green, I'm going to use the green magic mushroom. Okay, so just slowly circling. Try to avoid like on top of your car. We try to hide those strokes as much as we can. Okay, so I'm going to just blending, keep blending. And then if your flower get a little bit green, that's okay. They were green before they turn to the flower, right? So that's how I did my coloring, and I think it's very pretty. If you like, that's good. If you don't like it, you can always use your markers to give it a little bit touch up. So I'm going to just use the blue. Here is some reflection. Okay, I think that's pretty good for my background. Now I'm gonna working on our frog. So this is one of my favorite stamp set. It's called Mr. London Frog. They are the stamp and die together, and then you can see in the back there's a lot of a cutting line. And here is my frog. So Localking's die cut have a lot of detail. So when you use the whole stamp, you can just pop out the hand. They become like a 3D, like the flower. You can make it like this. It's all 3D. But this time, because my background is really pretty, I don't want to cover those beautiful water lily. What I'm going to do is I am going to basically, you kind of just break with your fingers. There is a feature called the kiss cut. So kiss cut is just a small dots connect with the paper, so you can easily cut it off. Some area you probably have to use a scissor to give you a little bit cutting, but most of the area you can just break it with your finger. Okay, here, there you go. So that's my frog. Here's a little bit extra. Okay, and then a little bit between his toe. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, so that's my frog. Okay, and this part, if you want to, you can pick up the flower too. Just here. Okay, you can use this water lily. You can just put anywhere you like, but I found out it's not necessary. It's a little bit too much, so don't need it. Okay, for my frog, what I'm doing is I'm going to just color, give a little bit orange. Okay, some part can be a little bit dark, some part that's give a little bit lighter color, and then I'm going to use the red. Okay, just a few area, just give it a little bit darker. This is the most fastest way to coloring, but you can only do this if you have the die cut that's a cutting line is right next to your stamp image. Local King's die cut doesn't have that wide gap between. They are right next to the stamp image, so you can just you can color first and then die cut later, or you can die cut first and then color later. So let me just clean my table first. If you like, we can use let's grab some. Let's grab a few of my markers. So if you like, you can just use markers, alcohol markers, any kind of markers. Give a little bit touch up. It's good, and maybe this one. So that's another way to coloring. Okay, so here give a little bit shading. Okay, and I'm going to, well, this one is too dark. For the lighter color, I'm just using a lighter one. Same as the water lily if you want to do that. So that's our base card, and I'm going to just mount it first. Okay, so that's my basic card, and for my frog, I'm going to just put the foam tape. Oh, let's put at least hello first. Okay, and then put my frog on top, and I'm going to put my little ladybugs here. Okay, and then I prepared those eyes for my class too. So for the eyes, you can just put a little bit glue on top. And I'm going to just put the eyeball on top. 1, 2. I think those eyes are much better than googly eyes. They just looks cute, but not childish. So that's put this one away. Easily, I create card like this. If you like to learn how to create those googly eyes, I have a video to show you step by step how to create that. Basically, I just use this Nouveau. Okay, and then I will put the link below, and you can just click the link, and it will bring you to the website. So those 3 card projects are the project that I prepare for the that's one of the class for Magic Marshall. Actually, I already done the preparation for next year's class. Do you want to take a pic? Let me go take it. Let me bring the sample card. Okay, so let me show you the class that I'm planning to teach. next year when we return to the stamping away, or if you are in the clear water, those the class will be available too. So this is we're going to create 4 different card. This is one of them. The other one, third one, and this. So this one is the same thing of magic mushroom class. You will also get at least a tree background part of your class kit. You will get at least double Z card plus a set of magic mushroom. So it's a little bit too early to talk about this class, but it will be ready at the Stamp Fest in the clear water, and also at the Stamping Away Cincinnati next year. So I am still have a few more kit available. This is the stamps that I created for Alaska cruise. It's for our onboard activity, and then there is 10 cards plus this window die cut. So you will create the 10 cards, 3 hours workshop step by step. So this is one of them. The eagle, the bear. So you get everything you need to create a 10 card, and there's a 3 hours workshop. It's gonna be so much fun. We had so much fun on board, and I know a lot of you guys cannot traveling with us. So this is the project that we create on board. So this is another one. This is the basic. This is another way to use your magic mushroom. So there is 3 kit available, and the cutting line will be the next week because I want to make sure you guys receive your kit before our workshop. So if you like, you can order your kit as soon as possible, and I will send you the tracking number so that way you can track your order. So I hope you like this video. Just idea. This is what's look like when I am teaching the classes. It's so fun, and I think I am a good teacher, and I make sure I share all of my awesome techniques with you. So don't forget that there is a 20% discount is the Stamping Away 2024, and for anybody who signed out my online workshop, you will get a 30% off coupon code plus free shipping by the end of the workshop. So it's awesome deal, and so that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'm so sorry for the delay because I want to offer the best for all my viewer and the customer. So thank you so much. This is Lisa from Local King Rubber Stamp. See you next time. Bye guys.